Welcome to this special installment of the Daily Shift, where we are on day 4 of 21, and I am your partner in order to help you be stress-free over the holidays. And so can you do that? Absolutely. If you're just finding me now, hi, my name is Raquel, and I'm your GPS for success. Thank you for joining me. And this is going to be less than 1% of your day as you're investing into yourself at least 1%, which is 14 minutes and 40 seconds. You're going to see a huge shift in your life. I had a client who she was doing a certain practice. We were doing something together for over 30 days, and she was able to meet her financial goals by implementing this 1% rule. So you are at the right place at the right time, and we're going to get started. So the first thing we're doing this every single day. And so we start with a mantra, and then we do a journaling prompt. And so you can go ahead and pause that or just come back to it, so that way you can do your journaling. And then we're going to do an EFT. If you want more about the EFT, check the first video in this series. If you're watching this, I've done the TikTok. Then you will see the playlist is in there. And then if you are on YouTube, just look for the one from a few days ago, and that's going to give you more information on an EFT, also known as tapping, and why this works so incredibly well. So today's mantra is a tricky one. It says, I am that. I am worthy. And so why I say it's tricky is because sometimes when we're doing these mantras, these affirmations, we might feel really good in the moment, like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm worthy. Or, it might come across as, I deserve this. But the problem is, like we were talking about yesterday, is that when you're saying, I'm proud of myself, if you have things in your past that, we've all done things we're not proud of, then that can come into play if there was no release and forgiveness through it. And so the I am that, I am worthy. Let's say that again together. I am that, I am worthy. 100%. 100% you are. Why do I know that that's true? Because everyone is made on purpose for a purpose, and that alone makes you worthy. I am also a great believer that we are made in the image and likeness of God. So you are worthy because you are made in the similitude of God. So even if you don't feel it, even if you don't feel like you deserve it, even if you feel like you're unworthy, even if there are circumstances that you've been through that have made you feel unworthy or undeserving, right? It opens up the doors to all kinds of negative things. There is a higher truth. Think of it like the law of gravity, right? It keeps us on the ground, but the higher law is the law of lift, and that's what allows us to fly. And so this is a time for you to fly by really holding on to the truth. And so the journaling prompt helps you then to rewrite history and start to get those things out of you, those negative energy, vibes, emotions, by rewriting history. Think about a memory that comes up that is contrary to the truth that you are worthy. And then rewrite it. Take your power back. How should have that experience gone? And then who do you need to forgive, including yourself? I was talking about this yesterday where, forgiveness has layers, because you might forgive somebody for the act, but then depending on your closeness and what it was, you might end up internalizing negative viewpoints about yourself because of the experience. And so you want to go ahead and forgive yourself for that. So that's a journaling prompt. Now we're going to do EFT, which is tapping. Do what I do and just repeat after me. We're going to start with the setup phrase, and the karate chop here is where we have some psychological reversal. So even if the words don't 100% go with your own story, as you're coming into agreement and just releasing it by playing in this space together, then things get dislodged. It really does. You're like, oh, where did that come up? So if you're having like trouble pinpointing a memory for the journaling, you can do the EFT first and then see what comes up. Okay. All right, let's start together. This is also from inspired by my digital journal, which you can get for $1. Go ahead and slide into my DMs with the keyword DJ Love, all one word, so I can get the information of how you can snag it yourself. All right. Plus it has 21 videos with it as well. So you're getting 21 videos, the digital journal, all for $1. All right. I love you. Let's go. Today, I take responsibility for my life, which just means I have the ability to respond. And there are days where I know for a fact that I am worthy. I am worthy of every good and perfect thing. And on other days, not so much. And then that might lend itself to me not having good boundaries with certain people or healthy ones because of codependency, maybe, or trauma bonding. And I'm not even recognizing I'm trauma bonding because misery likes company and resonance only means there's something in common. And even though I might feel unworthy, I choose to take my power back by saying that I choose to love, accept, and forgive myself. And so it is. Take a breath. Hold, release. Just the top of the head, kind of in the middle. There are moments when I don't feel worthy. Eyebrows. Just tap, tap, tap. And it might come across as me feeling like I don't deserve it. Right here, right where your eyebrows are. And that can open up the door, beneath the eyes, to worry, middle, anxiety, here, fear, collarbone. It can cause me to shrink back in the middle, or not, or me just really running away from people. Wrist. And so I might say that I like my own company, call myself an introvert, say things like, I'm just protecting my energy, so I'm staying away from people. Say things like, I don't feel like it, or the vibe is off. Not that those things might not be true, but maybe I'm running. It can come off like that. Because the truth is that everything I want is in the gift of someone else, including the gift in me. And there have been experiences that are coming up for me even now that have made me feel unworthy. And maybe it also comes up as feeling rejected. So it can actually physically make me sick. And I don't want that. I want to take my power back because there is a higher truth. Maybe other people have made me feel unworthy because they didn't know how to handle me. They didn't know how to love me. They didn't know how to accept me. They didn't know how to forgive me. But the truth is the truth. If it's a truth that sets you free, it's a lie that keeps you captive. And the truth is, I am worthy. And the lie is anything that says that I'm not. And I'm worthy because I am made in the image and likeness of God. I am worthy simply because I exist. I am made on purpose for a purpose. And that's why I am worthy. I am worthy of every good and perfect thing because it already has been set up for me to take advantage of. So I choose to love, accept, and forgive myself. And I choose to forgive those who made me feel less than. It doesn't mean that we're okay. It just means I'm releasing them from the debt. And they owe me, but I am going to be benevolent for my own sake and release that debt now. I release it. I embrace love. I embrace grace. I embrace my badass self. I am that. I am worthy. I am that. I am worthy. I am that. I am worthy. Simply because I exist. And that's enough. And so it is. Take a deep breath. Hold. Well, until next time, which will be very, very soon, don't forget to come back, save this, and send it to somebody that needs it.